This was not a commission. This was just my Uncle Bob, who I've been wanting to paint for a long time. So I think there's a freedom in this, in the brush mark, and there's a freedom in the technique here. I think we were inside, but I kind of made it look like it's outside the tree. It's inside and outside, I think. But, you know, when you're creating, you don't really want to think too literally. You just make marks and do things and see how it goes. Well, look what's here.
Oh, yes.
The crab cooker.
Famous crab cooker. It's been there forever.
This is the founder of the museum, Mark Hilbert. So we're at the Hilbert Museum in Orange, California. So this is a few years before the museum opened. Mark, who's here on the right, and then that's me in the back, and that's Gordon McClellan, the curator, writer, artist. So we would have these Monday night dinners. I'd drive down, and I was just glad to be there, be glad to be part of the conversation. But as a few years went by, I thought, this guy, he's really going to make this happen. You're really going to pull this off.
Well, yeah, I'm a man that I do
get something in your head. Yeah. Time, you know, is always a thing. I try to put clocks in a lot of my work to remind the viewer this is a moment in time that we caught. It's a second and it's gone.
I'm standing in front of a painting of a Crosley radio that is one of Mark Hilbert's favorites. It was done by Bradford Solomon and is a reflection of an actual Crosley radio that's in the radio exhibition today. The thing is 1940s vintage, so it was an early use of that. It's a typical AM clock radio, part of Mark's collection of over 400 radios, and just happens to be one of Mark's favorites.
So this painting is something I've had in my head for years. I think partly because when I was a kid, I saw the painting by Edward Hopper, Early Sunday Morning. It's a street scene that many artists would recognize, and non-artists for that matter. It's a ubiquitous kind of painting in our minds that's been used in films and so forth. So I decided to kind of paint this in a 1940s, mid-1940s. The war was over, they survived the Depression, and now what was life going to be like? It does remind me, however, of being a kid walking through downtown New Jersey, Hackensack and East Rutherford. And if I said to you, where's the cat? Would you be able to find the cat? What I often do with my paintings is I have an animal that's noticing the viewer, and no humans notice the viewer. It's just right up here. So this woman is looking, I think in my mind she was looking down at this woman, somebody who might have just left or is waiting to go in. You can imagine who's back in there working and whose car is that, where are they? Yeah, I like that, where you don't know what's going on. It's just a moment in people's lives.